Welcome to the 21st Century Principal. This is your host, Jason. Today we will be discussing positive parent involvement in schools. I'm joined today by Principal Brady from Terryville Middle School and one of her teachers, Laura Lassiter, Ms. Liz Volmer, a parent at Terryville Middle, and her daughter, Angela. Principal Brady, tell me about the new parent involvement program you've implemented this year.
Well, first of all, I want to say thanks for having us on the show today. We really appreciate that. We're really proud of what we've been doing at Terryville Middle. We started this project about a year ago, and we wanted to make sure that we met every demographic need as far as communicating out to our parents. So what we've done is we've actually started programs. We have bilingual programs. We've got translators who actually help at parent meetings and who are on campus when we have our parent nights. It's been positively accepted, and our parents really, you can tell that they just really feel genuinely supported, and they have this sense that they're part of their child's learning environment, and that's a real, that was something that we looked at trying to create into culture in our school. So we're pleased with how things have been going. To actually start the program, we had to create a baseline for where we were going to go, and we had surveyed parents and teachers and students and the community to first figure out where we sort of were dropping the ball in the way of communication. And so with those survey results, we found that there were several areas that really lacked what we needed in the way of good, strong support and communication from our school outward. And so with that data, we went ahead and pursued the new product that's been sort of circulating the nation now, as far as really bringing to schools positive communication and positive parent involvement. And that product was called Communication Success, and I know that we kind of are the spokespeople for that particular program, but we have definitely seen its success, and we've learned that it is really about making connections from school to home and student to teacher, and from school leadership to staff, and we've really felt like we're doing a good job at this point. So of course we'll be surveying again to find out how well the program's been implemented. So I think that's why we have our parent here and our teacher here to sort of talk to some of the successes that we've felt as a school so far.
Well, thank you, Principal Brady. I know our listeners have definitely heard a lot about communication success. They advertise it with us here on our show quite a bit. Laura, I'm kind of interested to find out from you, from a teacher's perspective, tell me how communication success has created a more positive community at your school.
Well, when Miss Brady first introduced this to the school and to the faculty, we were really kind of nervous and hesitant, and we thought, okay, here's another, more work that we're going to have to do, another program we're going to try and implement, and, probably won't work, but we'll all go through the motions. But she was very passionate about it and really taught us the benefits of getting the parents involved, and, so we all got on board. What we found out is it wasn't more work for us, and we are starting to reap the benefits from this program. One of the things we started doing, we were sending out welcome letters, school newsletters to the parents, and so the parents were aware of what was going on, and we also put out more contact information, things for our PTA, how to get involved in the school, and we really have seen a turnaround in those areas. Another thing that we did is that my students actually are putting together a magazine for the school, and it has student accomplishments and things, and we send them home to the parents. We put them out there in the community, and we're also trying not to just get the parents involved, but the community involved too, because we really think that's important here too. We have seen more participation at the open houses. We've had so many parents come in that what we've started doing is putting a PowerPoint up, and it will scroll useful information for the parents, so the teachers and administrators are free to walk about and really spend time with the parents.
I must say, it's really nice to hear a positive feedback from a teacher with a new program. I think it's probably a first on our program. Ms. Volmer, as a parent at Terryville Middle, what has your experience been with the program?
Oh, it's been so great. I can't say enough good things about Principal Brady and about Miss Lassiter. They are just wonderful. My daughter's been going there for a couple years now, and I have to say, big improvement. That first year was hard. I'm a working mom, and it's hard to find out what's going on at school and try to get the information. And there were times that I would call because things weren't always the way they needed to be, or I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't feel like I was getting answers. Sometimes even the office staff was kind of rude when I'd call in and make me feel really uncomfortable. But then, again, Principal Brady came along, and I really started seeing some idea of what she's working on, and I love that I get to talk to them.
I think now it's time to talk to probably the most important person in the room, Angela. What do the students think about communication success?
Well, I want to say that, I love that you just said I'm the most important person in the room, because I think that too. So, just saying thank you
Well, you're
for
welcome.
recognizing my awesomeness. But
Angela, come on, keep
okay,
it
well,
going.
I know we're not here just to talk about me, but the way that communication success has been great for my education, and I'll admit, I didn't always turn in everything to my mom when they gave it to me,
No,
and it
she
wasn't
didn't.
really like I got that much anyway, Mom. So I just, I was a pretty good kid. It wasn't like I was a bad kid and was hiding stuff. It was just,
I think you were hiding it.
it was just stuff. So
Well, you can see how important this communication was.
I start to see that now, because let me tell you what happened. Like, what we did, and this was not, before Principal Brady, but what we used to do was, when my mom would come and finally have those parent conferences and whatever, then she would talk to my teachers and find out all this stuff. By the time she got home, she just was overwhelmed with all these things that I had not told her. But now, because she's constantly getting all this information, when she goes in to talk to my teacher, she's telling her the good stuff that I'm doing, like the fact that I got really good grades on my last discovery test, and I improved. So when she got home, I got a gift card for $20 to
Oh,
go
I was so
shopping
proud.
because
So
I had
proud.
made this improvement. So I was all worried that when my mom started becoming more involved and getting all this information that, I would end up having to do more work and stuff. But it turns out that when I do good and my teachers and schools telling my mom about that, then I get good stuff out of it. So I like what Principal Brady's doing, and I just hope that we get to have some more fun stuff, like what we did with the spaghetti dinner, because I got to go hang out with my friends and everything after school. And and I'm just saying, Principal Brady, since you're here and we're on the air and everybody can hear that, we as students would really like to have a school dance or something, and we can even do it something we can earn. We really would like this opportunity just to socialize and have fun. So
Angela, I appreciate you bringing that to the table, and we'll definitely make sure that we talk about that. I think that's a good idea, and I'll get back to you on that.
great.
Well, you heard it here, people. That was Principal Brady saying that there will definitely be some kind of dance or something.
Yeah.
Is that?
Oh, wait a minute,
is that what-
Jason,
did I hear you right, Principal Brady?
Wait.
Yeah, Ms. Lassiter, I think, yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk about this. Thank
Well,
you.
All kidding aside, Angela, do you have anything else for us?
I don't know.
Okay, well, it is about that time for us to pay the bills, and so that means we need to take a break here. If we have any teachers out there that would like to call in with us, remember the phone lines are open, 1-800-GO-TEACH, and we'll be back with you guys in a little bit.
Bye.
And we're back. If you're just now joining us, this is the 21st Century Principal, and today we've been discussing positive parent involvement in schools and the program Communication Success that's been going on at Terryville Middle School. We're going to take some calls here. We have Mrs. Perpolis on the line. She's a teacher at Horizons Elementary. Mrs. Perpolis, welcome to the program.
Thank you, and thank you for taking my call. I just would like to say that at our school, we're not yet using communication success. It sounds great to a point. We are using email to communicate with a lot of our parents, and that has been pretty successful. So just want to share that tip for all my fellow teachers out there. And I have a question for the teacher you have on your side, on your show.
Okay.
I want to know, you said that this is not more work for your teachers, but it sounds like a lot of work. You talked about all these different publications you're putting out, and it just does not seem like something that's done overnight. So I want to know exactly how this is less work for us.
Well, that is a great question, first of all. And Miss Brady has done a great job with collaborating the teachers. At the beginning of the school year, what we do is we all get together and we really collaborate and brainstorm and come up with ideas of how we can get the information out to parents. So what we've done is we all collaborated and put something together, and then we are able to use technology to get the word out. So we use the same information for the school newspaper. We put it online. We also put it within the magazine and the newsletters. So really it hasn't been a lot of work because we collaborated with the teachers. We all got the ideas put together, and we just used technology and let the technology do the work for us.
Okay, well that makes sense. So what you're saying is that once one person has done it, then everybody benefits from it.
That is correct. Absolutely.
Well, maybe we should call my principal.
Well, Ms. Perpolis, anything else for us today? Evidently not. Thank you, Ms. Perpolis, teacher Horizons Elementary, if anyone's wondering. Let's go on to our next caller. All right, I'm told that our next caller is Mrs. Phillips, a kindergarten teacher at Lena Vista Elementary. Mrs. Phillips, what questions do you have for our panel here today?
Oh, I didn't really have a question today. I thought that you wanted us to call in with other ways we've been volunteering or getting parents involved at our schools.
Oh, you're quite right. We would love to hear your ideas.
Oh, well, I've been teaching, as you said, at Lena Vista. I've lived in Polk County for all my life, and it is a lovely school. But we have done a great job the last couple of years of getting the parents out to our family night meetings by involving our children. The art teacher puts up all their artwork, and the music teacher prepares a special musical program. And then the school provides pizza and soda for just $1. Can you imagine that?
Well, that sounds like quite a deal.
Well, and then we are able to give out important information. In kindergarten, the parents just do not understand that SBAR report card with those 1s, 2s, and 3s, and slashes, and X's, and pluses, and so we get a chance.
I'm not really sure that I understand it.
I don't think I do sometimes. Oh, did I say that? Can we take that off the air?
That's quite all right. Why don't you just go ahead and continue on there?
Well, it's just been great with our family nights and get the parents out there and involved by having the kids perform and show their artwork, and we get to share the things that the parents need to know so they can be a support to their children.
Well, that's great. Thank you, Mrs. Phillips. We have one, I'm being told right now we have one more caller. We're going to be going to that caller now. I'm sorry, I don't have your name. Can you introduce yourself, I'm sorry, to the panel?
Am I the 100th caller? I want those Zach Brown tickets. Are they still, am I the 100th caller?
I think you might have the wrong radio station.
This is at 94.1.
No, ma'am, I'm
sorry.
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 Wow, okay. I think that seems to be all the callers that we have at the moment. And it's coming to the end of our program. Well, that's about all the time that we have for today. Please join us tomorrow when we have the esteemed professor, Dr. Paul Terry, on the program, talking about his new program, Data, Data, and More Data. We'll see you then.